How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled channel. In today's video, we've been looking at a super undervalued altcoin which has the potential to be at the very top of the cryptocurrency markets. Make sure you guys do watch to the end of the video because I'll be diving in depth about this altcoin's tokenomics. And trust me, guys, you do not want to miss that because it is super important information about this coin that many people do actually get wrong. If you guys are new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button as we post daily cryptocurrency content. And like I said in every video, guys, this is not financial advice. This is strictly entertainment purposes only. So make sure you go out and do your own research and come to your own conclusion before investing into any coins or tokens that I mention in my videos. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So today's video is actually going to be about a coin which I'm super bullish on. I've mentioned it on the channel quite a few times now, and that is of course Verasity, or VRA for short. We'll first look at a few different statistics about this coin, then dive into a bit more detail about what Verasity actually is and the features about it. Then of course the last part of the video I'll just dive in depth about the tokenomics and how not everything is as it seems with the tokenomics. So yeah, like I said, the short, the tag for Verasity is VRA, and you can see the current price of Verasity is 0.0043 cents. You can see the all-time chart, you can see the long track record that the Verasity has actually had. It came out in early 2019. Of course, during the 2021 bull run, it hit a huge spike up. It hit an all-time high of around almost 8.5 cents per coin. Ever since the bull run, of course, we dropped into a bear market and it's been fairly stagnant. Had a few little uptrends here. However, it's been fairly stagnant ever since then. If we switch it to the yearly chart, you can actually see yearly, monthly, and the 7 days. It's all been on a slight downtrend with Verasity. And this could be attributed to the fact that many people are not properly understanding the tokenomics behind Verasity, because there is a lot of FUD behind Verasity at the moment. But I'm hopefully by the end of this video, I hopefully will actually clear up a few of these, these rumors about Verasity for you guys. So yeah, if we scroll down here, you can see that the normal market cap of Verasity is $45 million with a 24-hour volume just over $3.1 million. You can see that the circulating supply of Verasity is just over 10 billion coins, and the max supply or total supply is at 110 billion coins. And this is actually going to be one of the main parts which I'm going to be discussing in the tokenomics section about this video, and how so many people are actually getting the tokenomics wrong, and how at first glance this sort of statistics here can look very negative around Verasity. If we scroll over to the official Verasity website, here is verasity.io if you want to check it out for yourselves. I'll actually dive into a bit more depth here what Verasity actually is and the features behind it. So very simply, it describes Verasity here. So Verasity is an open ledger ecosystem bringing trust and transparency to digital advertising and payments. So basically what Verasity is all about is they are basically trying to solve a huge problem in the digital space at the moment, and this is of course digital advertising fraud. So if you guys didn't know, in basically all aspects of social media or digital advertising, no matter where it is, there is a lot of digital advertising fraud at the moment. We know people using bots for views, and of course companies are paying these different social media companies, for example, for YouTube for example, to actually have their ads displayed. And of course when these people are using bots to get views on their video, they are getting paid. However, the companies are not getting any kickback from these views, of course, so they are basically paying for no reason. And this is a huge issue, and I'm sure it's only going to grow larger and larger as the digital space gets even bigger in the future. So Verasity is actually here to actually solve this huge problem, which I believe is just super unique for a cryptocurrency, and I don't think any other cryptocurrency is actually doing this, or even has found a solution even close to the scale that Verasity is actually going to be tackling at. You can see that the community members for Verasity is already over 500,000 plus, and the Vera wallet users is already over 300,000 as well. And you can see they've also already got 6 awarded patents as well for their technology, which is brings a really big amount of confidence for investors. You can see they've got two features, sort of two main features, but of course they've got there's one biggest feature. So they've got Vera wallets, which is basically of course a place to store your Verasity tokens, and this is basically the biggest main feature is a sort of their own unique patented technology called Vera views. So if we scroll across here, It goes into a little bit more depth about Verasity here. You can see by 2025, advertisers' total loss to ad fraud could skyrocket to around $100 billion. So they are solving a huge problem, like I said a second ago. I won't go too into depth about how Verasity actually works, as I want to talk about talk a lot more about the tokenomics behind Verasity. However, if you want to check out for yourself, you can go to the website or type in verasity.io/Verasity, and it basically just goes through here how Verasity actually works, and it just runs you through the whole sort of the process of how Verasity actually does verify that the view or whatever on the digital platform is actually a real and legitimate person and not a bot. And like I said, this is actually patented technology, so it's super awesome to see. So no other cryptocurrency or any company can actually use their technology, which is of course a huge selling point for Verasity. Another big point I wanted to discuss here before I do actually go on to Tokenomics is basically just talking about their track record and their roadmap so far. Of course, you guys know, like I say in most videos, the team behind the coin is oftentimes just as important as the goal behind the actual token, or the coin, sorry. And you can see how extensive the roadmap is actually here and how long they've actually been going for. You can see that they started all the way back in 2017, so they've been going for almost 6 years now, and they've been going throughout all these different years, ticking off through the roadmap and continuously updating and improving Verasity, which of course brings a huge amount of confidence into the investors, just to sort of prove the investors that Verasity is not going anywhere anytime soon, and they're actually here to stay, and they actually believe in the project. If we scroll across to the sort of main point of the video here, which is of course discussing the tokenomics behind Verasity, because like I said, I've posted many videos about Verasity and a lot of people are talking about the tokenomics behind it, and they're saying the coin is good, the features is good, but the tokenomics behind Verasity are not very good at all, and it's put the sort of tokenomics from first glance, they look very bad, they do, and from, like I said, from first glance, when people first look at it, they just come onto CoinMarketCap, for example, and they look at circulating supply only being 9%, just over 9% of the total max supply. They think, well, this is, this coin doesn't have a huge amount of potential. Just of course from the fact that once the market gets diluted and everything, it doesn't have a huge amount of growth, which can actually see good gains for the investors. However, like I said, this is actually not true at all. So like I said, the total supply for Verasity is actually 110 billion coins. However, the actual total supply can actually be cut by 90 billion straight away. So like I said, the total supply is 110 billion, so let's put it in the calculator here, 110 billion tokens here, and basically 90 billion of the tokens are actually called marker tokens, and they do not actually count within the total within the circulating supply. So as you can see here, I'm on the article from the official Verasity here. So if we scroll down a little bit further here, 90 billion VRA are used to power our advertising stack only and do not contribute to circulating supply. These tokens are called marker tokens. So yeah, so basically we scroll down here, and we do 110 minus 90, of course it's very easy, it'll be 20, but just for video purposes here, you can see that the real total supply or max supply of Verasity is only at 20 billion. So if you scroll across here, I will actually break down the tokenomics a bit further here. You can see that the 3% is actually used for staking. 3% of the total coins is used for staking, which is around 3.36 billion coins. 2% of the tokens do actually go to the team at 2.2 billion coins. At the moment on the open market, it's around 4.7 billion coins on the current open market, and around 10 billion coins are actually in a thing called a war chest on the Verasity network, and I believe that these will actually be distributed throughout the years as well. So yeah, so basically the actual total supply of Verasity, like it says here, 90 billion marker tokens are not involved in the circulating supply. So the real circulating supply is, of course, at the moment is 10 billion, and the real total supply is only at 20 billion tokens, which means, like I've written here, the current circulating supply is actually around 50% of the total supply. So like it says on CoinMarketCap here, only a 9%. This can trick a lot of people into thinking that you know, this coin is limiting growth by having such a small circulating supply compared to its total supply. However, you can see that the circulating supply is actually fairly normal compared to other cryptocurrencies out there at only around 50%, which, you know, I believe that many people after this video will be, you know, have their mind at ease after watching this, because they realize, oh, the circulating supply and the total supply is not nearly as bad. It's actually very normal compared to what it seems like. So yeah, I'll just put here, fully diluted market cap is around $90 million instead of $484 million. And of course, you can do a simple calculation of just times in the market cap at the moment by 2, because of course the current circulating supply is actually only around 50%. Whereas, you know, on CoinMarketCap it says that the current circulating supply is only 9%. And so it's saying that the fully diluted market cap of Verasity is actually over $484 million, which is actually incorrect. So yeah, apart from that, guys, I hope I did explain this properly. Of course, if you've got any questions, leave them down below. Or if I did get any parts wrong, you know, let me know down below. But from my understanding, I believe that this is actually correct. Of course, like I said, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you do hit that like button. And if you're new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button as well. Apart from that, I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.